Like I said, you never know who's coming to the B Lounge. I'm sitting here talking with Tyler Craig. The moral of the story is, welcome to the show.
Thank you, brother.
All right. It's here with Brother Tyler Craig, and we're going to do something a little special, something a little different than we normally do. I normally host the B Lane right here in the B Lounge at SC 1775, and we do the Men Talk show here also. So we're going to kind of bring them together today.
Okay.
I'm going to step in for the host, Scott Johnson, in his absence. And but first of all, let's talk a little bit about Tyler. Where you school?
From Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? Born in Grady Hospital.
Grady baby.
Yeah, Grady baby. You know what I'm saying? Raised up in Bankhead.
Okay.
Bankhead Estate, apartment V8.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Right across the street from the park, down right by the Bankhead station right now.
Right.
But coming from down, I moved all over Atlanta, you know, and I graduated from Russell High School, which is now Tri-City on Main Street in East Point.
Right.
Yeah. And from there on, my mom owned a modeling agency in school called the BB Babies, D. Marshawn Modeling Agency.
Yeah.
She did that for Bronner Brothers for
Right.
about 22 years.
I remember the BB baby.
Yeah.
I used to sing at them shows.
Yeah. You used to sing?
Yeah. Well, I still a little bit sing, but yeah, a little group I was in. Yeah, absolutely. Beautiful.
Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? And through helping her, it prepared me for the stage, which I was, you know, doing a little acting in school, which I loved, you know, and had a whole bunch of trophies in sports, all kinds of sports, baseball, football, soccer, track, wrestling, you know what I'm saying? And
So from all that, comedy. I
Yes.
mean, how did comedy even come into play?
Well, comedy came into play because as I was growing up, I'm always closer to people who don't have a lot of confidence in what they do.
Okay.
And to build the confidence up, you have to make the people see things in a better light.
Mm-hmm.
And we laughing all the time. Been laughing and joking, you know, not a class clown.
Right.
But, you know, saying laughing and joking about life, you know, saying for a long time. A lot of people, anybody who know me, really know me, know we just laugh all the time, talking about different things, about life, you know, some serious things. But I find that when you laugh about things, it sink in better.
Right.
Than arguing and protesting about different things. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And protesting has its time and point, you know, but I think laughter gets the point across a little bit easier because people are more relaxed to listen.
Right.
You know, and they'll let it sink in.
Right.
You know? So, but that's my thing, to try to bring people together and understand themselves.
Absolutely.
Not trying to understand somebody else, because, you know, everybody around you is just an extension of yourself.
Right. But talk a little bit about, your life. I understand you've gone through some things because today's Men Talk show is actually going to be about child support.
Right.
And from talking to your manager, Charles, he said some things about you, and I was kind of reading about it. But we come back after the break. I want you to get a little bit insight on the whole child support issue. I don't suffer with it, but just want to kind of bring that out so we can try to help some other men that may be dealing with some things as far as child support.
Sure, man.
Okay, so we'll be right back. More of the B Lane right here. Brother Tyler Craig, bringing it to you. And before we went to the break, we were talking a little bit about Tyler and some of the things he'd experienced. But once again, we wanted to deal with the whole child support issue. Personally, I haven't had any major issues with child support. I'm divorced, but my ex-wife and I have a great relationship as far as the kids are concerned. Everything in decree, we just pretty much abide by it.
Right.
But I do know for a fact, I do have friends and other gentlemen that have had some issues, and from what I understand, you've also had an incident as far as child support is concerned.
Yeah,
so you mind kind of expounding on that?
Well, the incident is due to lack of communication. Okay, and people don't understand that when you have a child, you know what I'm saying, you still have to have be co-parents of the children. So, you know, you have to put your differences aside, because you can't be together is not something to fight over a child about.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what the whole thing is. People get mad because, you know, saying they felt like they don't wasted their time. You know, you ain't wasted your time. You created a child here. Now, the problem is both of you being able to understand and being able to handle that.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people get too emotionally mature.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't do anything, without them getting upset about it. And but the main thing is no protection for men.
Okay.
Men have no protection in a child support case at all.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if they go down there and start it up themselves. Okay. They are prone to believe the woman before they believe the man. Mm-hmm. Period. Now you have some guys that don't want to do nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just them because, what their upbringing is. You know what I'm saying? You have to look back in history on their family, your family, you know what I'm saying? What you done went through because, the past affect you. Your present all the time.
All the time.
But you know what I'm saying? If you don't address the things that go around, the problem that come up, then you will have this problem.
Right. And
my problem was the same thing.
Okay.
Can't be with me, so they're going to attack me. Okay, going into, I don't know how you go in and you tell somebody what you think somebody's making, mm-hmm. and they believe it mm-hmm. without no problem, and then they charge you with that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Some people can't handle the money that they're telling them to pay because they already have children. If it was based on being able to help everybody, mm-hmm. you know what I'm saying, equally, it'll be all right. Mm-hmm. Now, say for instance, the girl don't work.
Right.
Okay. They put it all on you.
Right.
Okay. Now, the amount that they told me to pay for one child, I don't think anybody, you know what I'm saying, would think that would be right at all. Not me, because, right. You know what I'm saying, I know I have 7 kids.
Okay.
Okay. And I take care of them the best way I can.
Right.
But the main thing is being around them and showing them love.
Absolutely.
And appreciating them.
Absolutely.
I think children don't need presents, they need your presence.
Right.
And it's hard to have that when you got somebody talking about you the wrong way to your child. And right. Then when your child comes to you, then you have to fight the mess that you're going through with the girl with them.
Right.
Because they're going to listen to their mother because they're around their mother all the time. Right. I'm not saying that their mother is always right.
Right.
And that's the thing. You have to have, I think before you do like child support cases on who get to keep the child and, I think all of it should be put together.
Right.
Whether you can visit the child or not after you find out what you're going to pay, because they have two different court systems.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You go see how much you pay for the child, and then you come back and see whether you can visit them or not.
Right. Which
is crazy. You would want them to visit. Now, if you don't like the man that you had the child by, raise a better. And don't be like he is.
Right.
Because you bring yourself down to his level to argue, fuss, and fight about what he ain't doing. You knowing him before he had the child. You know he
made the choice.
Right.
Absolutely.
And he did the same thing.
Right.
Okay, but so when you call blame, you don't point no blame at nobody because, you know what I'm saying, when you were in love, you didn't blame it.
Absolutely.
Or when you were doing it, you didn't blame it.
Right.
Okay, so why put a blame now when you already know these barriers were up in the first place and you creeped over them barriers to do it?
Yeah.
Right. So you have to come to an understanding.
Right. Okay.
My problem is they put this on you and then they look at you as you the problem because you the man.
Right.
Because of history. You know
right.
what I'm saying? Black men ain't nothing. They charge you with that. And for, like, when I went in the courtroom, the judge told me that I had on a $900 suit and he thought I had offshore accounts. I told the judge, I don't even know how to do Facebook.
Right.
So, I don't know where an offshore account would be. How would I do an offshore account when I'm trying to get a bank account in Atlanta?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you got people already judging you.
You already have the stigmas out there.
Yeah. And the thing about it, when I went in the courtroom, the judge didn't even know who I was until he took lunch. When he took a lunch and went back, the people in his cabinet back there, you know what I'm saying, behind the desk.
The chambers.
Yeah,
right.
his chambers.
Right.
Yeah, the people in his chambers told him who I was.
Right.
Okay. And then he got excited. He got excited and he started talking to me like, you know you ain't doing that. You know you ain't doing right. You know, I'm saying, well, what about her? You know?
All right. And when we come back, we're going to talk about that. You know, it seems like there's unbalance there when it comes to men and women, when it comes to child support. So stay tuned for more of the B Lane right here, bringing it to you. All right, welcome back here to the B Lane, right in the B Lounge with Brother Tyler Craig. And Before we went to the break, we were talking about some of the disparity of women, men, the child support. It appears that typically, most of the time, the courts are going to be in the favor of the woman and have the man to figure out the best way he can. But I also found out that in the state of North Carolina, that may not be the case. North Carolina seems like they may look out for the men. The women have to prove a little bit more. Right. But we do know that there are some disparity going across the board, across the nation, and even to the point to where men are arrested. Right. I haven't heard of too many women, maybe one or two in my lifetime, but usually a man will get arrested. They come knock on the door. They send the sheriff department to your home or wherever you pay, to your job to lock you up for not paying. So, what are your experiences with that, if any?
Well, the first time I did it locked up, they came to my house.
Okay.
And they came to my house and came in my house with guns out.
Just for child support?
Child support. Now, I got children in the house. Now, say, for instance, somebody came out of the room and they done made a mistake and shot them. Then they said it'd been on me because I'm that type of person or something. Now, I'm not that type of person. I'm a comedian, and I'm looked at as an outlaw because of child support.
Okay.
And they don't care. They come in and they take you as you are. Now, I ain't have on no clothes. They were ready to take me downtown with all my clothes off.
Right here in Atlanta.
Right here in Atlanta. And I asked them what they do in a movie. And do they get stripes for doing it like that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, they try to embarrass you to the highest point. And what tripped me out is officers don't know anything.
Right.
You know, they the one that been lied to the most.
Right.
And they think they doing the right thing, but they're not doing the right thing. Not coming into nobody's house for child support and shooting.
Right.
Okay, if you got somebody that's that angry about having a child in, that's a problem between them and their girl.
Right.
Okay, they got the problem.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And if you sit down with somebody for us counseling as far as dealing with the emotional side of it, that would be better for everybody.
Right.
You know, but they don't want to do that. They want to point the finger and say it's you. Now, when I got locked up, the judge told me, he said, I'm going to put you in jail and you ain't going to get out until you pay it. I said, well, how am I going to pay it while I'm in jail? Right. Well, you should have thought about that before you got. No, I'm going to think about that because I'm not thinking I'm going to jail. I'm thinking I'm trying to come down here and find out what's wrong. And now you're upset with me because you think I'm not doing the right thing when I have been and it hadn't been reported. Now, okay, me, myself, going to jail is not a joke for nobody.
Right.
Okay, now I'm in jail with people who done shot, stabbed, killed somebody, but they hadn't even been to court yet. But I'm in here with them. Okay, now, this is for child support.
Right.
I hadn't killed a child. I hadn't strangled my child. I hadn't threatened the mother of my child or nothing. But they're taking me to jail because they're trying to make me pay. Because they think I got it. They think I got it.
Right.
And when I show them the papers, they don't believe the papers that I have. I'll show them what I paid. They don't want to see that. They want to see where the money's come from. Now, when I show them where the money's come from, and, now they want to tell me, okay, now I got to go to the child support people and let them judge whether it's they can take it down or not. Right. Now, if we're in court for that, you ought to be able to take it down right now.
Right.
They don't want to deal with that.
If everybody passed the buck on,
because all of them have the same vested interest.
Right.
Money. Court is a court. It's a game in there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got two people playing, but you the only one they taking the money from.
Absolutely.
Okay. Now, if I'm getting mine looked at and they checking my money out to see how much I can pay. Okay. When they find out that I can't pay this much, they still leave it on you for you to go down and talk to the child support people for them to take it down. So they find out that you can't pay this money, but they still making you pay until you go down there and talk to them. Now I go talk to the judge. The judge put me in jail. Okay, what are the child support people there for?